So we're here with Luke McCaffrey after mandatory minicamp day one. And I actually just want to start asking what you were just working on, generally speaking. I don't want to give away too many secrets here, but you're working with Anthony Lynn. And it just, the attention to detail, I couldn't hear what you guys were saying, but it just looked like you guys are so into it. What's it like to talk ball with guys at this level, like a guy like Anthony who's been around for so many years?
Oh, it's incredible. I think our staff's built with a lot of people who have great knowledge of the game and great leadership, and so it's so cool when you can learn something from everybody. And then, when it comes to our OC, in all of our position coaches, Bobby Ingram, Anthony Lynn, and OG, everyone, Coach Rye, it's cool to be around not only a group of guys that love football, but a group of guys that know football really well. And so, you just come out here every day and try and learn from each and every one of them. I'm
excited to talk about your story, but I'm going to bring up your brother real quick because he was obviously coached by Anthony. What was the scouting report from your brother on Coach Lynn coming in?
Oh, I mean, great football coach. It was cool to see the connections here. Tavita Pritchard, our quarterback coach, coached him at Stanford, and he's one heck of a coach as well. And so just to have these people who I've crossed paths with at different times in my life and to be here now is pretty special, and I'm excited for, what we're building here in this unit.
Since we're on your brother real quick, I'll get it out of the way. Named for the Madden cover today. Yeah. What was your reaction, and when did you find out?
It's awesome. I found out a while ago. My mom told me, and then she freaked out because I wasn't supposed to know. But I'm so excited for him. I mean, that's such a cool feat. We grew up playing that game, competing in everything we do, and so to see that, to see how earned it was and deserved it was, is pretty special. And I know, we're both excited to keep getting better and grow this year.
What was the record like between you, him, anybody else that was playing with you guys? Like, who's the dominant Madden player?
Oh, I mean, we don't have any records, any videos. So I think I won all of them. but we had a heck of a competition growing up, just like this unit has here in Washington right now, which is special. These rookies came in and we kind of bonded throughout rookie minicamp, and then the vets welcomed us in, and so it's been so cool to be able to learn from OZ, Terry McLaurin, Dotson, everybody who's kind of welcomed us in. Every person on this team's really just kind of welcomed us in and helped us to grow and to learn, and that's a special culture to have.
Luke McCaffrey with us on the Team 980. I'm always interested to talk to guys who played quarterback that have converted to other positions. I've been lucky enough to do that with a number of guys over the year, Randall Cobb amongst others. Like, what's the thing that you think from your quarterback background helps you the most as a wide receiver?
Oh, there's a huge communication aspect, and anybody who loves the game is going to learn that. And so I don't think it's just quarterbacks that learn that. Anybody who wants to compete and wants to grow as a football player is going to learn that communication and learn the knowledge of the game. But I think it's been so cool to learn from some guys that didn't, but they still have that knowledge. Zach Ertz is one who's helped me out a ton since I've been here, and just his ability to communicate and his ability to know and see the field is so special. And that's something that, he wasn't a quarterback, but it seems like he almost was, just the way that he talks and the knowledge he has.
I'm so curious on Zach. I do a podcast with Logan Paulson, who I'm sure you've talked to in the building. So Logan likes to use this term for Zach, that he's a master of the dark arts of route running. So what is like one little thing that you can share that you've learned from Zach on maybe the dark arts of route running?
Yeah. I think it's the most simple rule in route running, and yet the most forgotten rule, which is just get open. At the end of the day, you got to find a way to get open, create separation, and he does such a good job of that. And he's so creative in the way that he sees the field. And I'm trying to learn from him every day, and hopefully I can and get a little bit better every day. But it's such a cool journey to be able to learn from guys like him.
One thing that has been mentioned for you and your progression as a receiver in college, and now I'm sure you're working on this in the pros, is tempoing routes. A lot of stuff you've done is full speed, and you've been working on trying to find the right tempo. Yeah. We also hear that when you go up that level, the game is so much faster. So how are you balancing, like, I know I got to go fast because it's the pros, but also you don't want to be going full speed all the time. You got to do all the things you need to with the right tempo.
Yeah, I think you learn every single rep and you compete every rep, and so it's so cool to get out here and try something every single rep, and if it works, keep doing that, and if it doesn't, then you're going to try and go back to the drawing board and relearn. And so there's so many different ways to get open. There's so many different styles of play, and so just trying to find yours as a young guy is something cool. And like I said, these veterans have been grade A, first class, just when it comes to teaching us and welcoming us, and they've helped so much to help shape us, and that's going to be the journey throughout this first year, throughout the first 3 years, and throughout every player's career, is just finding what works, the rhythm and the style of play that you want to put on the field and compete with.
Two more things real quick for Luke McCaffrey here on the Team 980. You got a lot of energy to you. Like, how much fun are you having doing this?
It's a blast. It's a blast. When you're in a room with guys who love football, it's easy to be motivated, right? And it's easy to compete, and it's easy to go to battle every single day. And that's what's so special about what we have growing here right now.
And then last but not least, you got a couple more days, and then it's time off for the summer. Anything fun planned?
I mean, I'll be training most off season, and it'll be nice to be able to train with my brother for the first time in the off season, and to compete against each other, and get with these new guys with their new playbook and settle into that. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for the fall, though. I tell you what.
Yeah, no doubt. Luke McCaffrey, everybody, here with us following mandatory minicamp.
This is the Hoffman Show on the Team 980 and the Odyssey app.